Okay, I am excited to begin my tutorial on silicone painting. I have all of my things laid out. So there is my paint. There is my matte brush with the matting, that's for later. Here's some cups. I don't really know what I need cups for because here is the palette. Here are my sponges. I had to supply my own tweezers. Here's some dipping spoons, some paint brushes. Here's the doll head. It's so soft and rubbery. Here are the instructions. The instructions, it's a good thing we watched the tutorial because they tell you you have to have a part A and a part B. But we have to remember that part B is the paint. So she talks about mixing, that they give you a part A and a B, which they don't do. Okay, and then you also have to supply your own 99% alcohol per the instructions. And I had some odorless Mona Lisa thinner, which I put in that squirt bottle. Yeah. And so I'm gonna wash the doll now, or the head, the face, I should say. And I'm gonna start. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm very excited to get started. I washed the baby with Dawn dish soap as they instructed. And then see, look, there's some lint already. And some alcohol, then I wiped her down with alcohol. I added to it these sticks because I'm gonna be mixing. Toothpicks, these are latex little dabby sponges that I seen in a tutorial. And we'll get started now. I have my thinner in this little bottle. So I'm going to, this is what I'm going to use to hopefully drop little bits in. So let's try and see how well I drop. I hope the camera is good. I think I can bring it down a little. Yeah, that's good. All right, so little, ooh, that ain't no drop. I have to use that to paint my, clean my brushes with. So get that out of the way. All right, this baby got thinner on it. Or this face. Okay, so I guess, I don't know really what the colors are, but here is a brown. And I kind of want to start with the brown. So since this is going to be my part A spoon, we have to keep that separate. And these will be my color spoons. So this will be my part A spoon. I don't know if you saw that. And these will be my color spoons. And we will start with a brown. So, wow, ain't gonna be that much in here. Let's move that face out the way. We don't want to get silicone on it. Do it like this. All right, that's a rounded drop. And let's use this. It's thick. Here is some watermelon. And here is some crocus. Let's see what crocus look like. Oh, that's crocus is purple. Here is some northern sea for, I guess, veins. Here is some vintage berry. That looks good. We're gonna use some vintage berry. Here's our vintage berry spoon. Try not to use quite as much. Maybe like a half a spoon. I don't think it matters if I mix. Thick. This is considered B, so I don't think it really matters if I mix sticks here because we don't have any A in it yet. Let me just get an idea of the color. That's pretty good. All right, now we're going to use, here is white ochre. Okay. So we used half a spoon of the red. I'm going to use another half so that when we mix our B, we know that we have to use 2 spoons of B. No wonder y'all brown babies don't look good. These colors are not giving. But we gonna make it do what it do. All right. Also, there's white over here, so if I really needed to, I could lighten it, but we're not. Okay, so now we have to use our A. This particular brand doesn't have a, it doesn't have an A and B that's separate than the pigment, which could be very confusing for some people. Or if you like to mix different types of paint, I don't know how you gonna do that. Wow, this is not easy. All right, there's one. What is this? Can you touch it? Okay. And then we're gonna get another heaping. All right, that came out pretty good. Get off the spoon. Put that over here. We can't not let this touch anything, but we can wipe it off. Get that cleaned off. forever. This gonna take forever. This brown is not even showing up. Use 1 part flower box. We're going to use purple this time. Oops. This is their purple. Let's see. We better get rid of that because I don't remember. We'll use this. Okay. Then we're going to use a whole purple.
To see within is to feel without a light. Who'd have thought that we break the things we like? To find a stone just to bounce across a pond. It's the path that makes there's a clue to where the songs. The light comes in the dead of the night. The sentry calls like a photograph with light. There it comes in the dead of the night. The sentry calls like a photograph with light. Is to live under a spell. Who'd have thought that would turn our home to hell? To find a bone and to float it down the stream. It's the path it takes, that's a clue to many dreams. The light comes in the dead of the night. The sentry calls like a photograph with light. The world caught under yellow sodium lights. sodium light records the air like a memory of night.
Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half, and well, they say that this is supposed to set up in like 45 minutes or 20 minutes, but it is still wet. So that is a concern. Look at that. That's still wet. I did blow dry the baby, and it's tacky. I don't know if you can really tell it, but it looks like it may have done something. So I've cleaned up. So I've decided to try an experiment. What we're going to do is we are going to switch to these, which is what I'm probably going to end up using anyway, these cycle paints. This is B, the blue, and this one is the A. So what I've done is I've placed them in these bottles, okay, A and B. It's a little bit different than, we're going to use this. It's a little bit different because you mix equal parts of your A and your B, and then you mix your pigment, or vice versa, however you want to do it. The pigment that I have is called Silicone Art Materials Espresso, which I probably got from McPherson's. So let's start. Equal parts A, equal parts B. Let's see if this brush is still. Now this is much better. The consistency is better. When you pounce off, it leaves some behind. I don't know how to explain it, but I like the way this feels a whole lot better than the other colors. I think you can even tell that it looks better. I mean, the pigment is much better. So I let this rest. It's been about 15 minutes, and I did the blow dry. Oops, I got a piece of hair on here. I did the blow dry for about 10 minutes, really hot. So this is still one, there is a hair on the cheek, and I don't know if I can, oh, there you go.
Pixies and pigment formed a supergroup. You would not see me spilling my blood, some sort of sick tribute for anyone.
Oh, this is gonna be hard. There we go, we got it. And it's such a difference. It's barely sticky at all. Yeah. Now this is not going to completely cure the face, but it does help so that I can get on the next layer. And this is still sticky. See, that's still sticky. Or no, I'm sorry. That's still sticky. This is not. So we're going to do that dark pigment again. We'll do a little more. What I'm doing now is just adding some more color to the brown paint. Now I'm also going to add more pigment from the set the tutorial set, so I'm adding more of this B. I couldn't find my white scoop, so I have to, I might have thrown away, but I'm adding some more of the A. I think that's the A. Now I'm starting to get confused, but yeah, so that I don't have it one-sided, since I'm going to be adding some more pigment red. I think it just needed, I think it needed a little brightening up, and I'm happy I did it. But equal parts of the A and the B on the old set of paints. Wow, look how brown that face has gotten. That espresso paint has really helped. And I love the way that it sticks onto the face. It doesn't pounce completely off. So I'm just going to keep building layers. Okay, so we blow dried it for about 10 minutes. I don't really time it, but let's get this center better. Okay, and it doesn't feel sticky. So it's not completely cured. Oh, see, every time I do that, I get some hair on there. Oh no. I don't know. I think that might I think that might be stuck on there. Do you see that? See how this feels really good. Now this is still tacky, but it's not that bad. This, yeah, this is still tacky too. All right, what I want to do is I want to put one more layer of espresso. Okay, so this face has been getting set. Oh gosh, it's probably been 2 hours. And I actually did put it under the blow dryer. It is like, you know, there's no stickiness at all. I think that this could really turn into a brown baby. All right, let's take a look and see how our paint is doing. Oh, this is pretty much cured. So that was from the first set of paint. Oh, this is sticky, so we probably won't be using that. Oh, and this, we probably could use some more if we wanted to. That is still wet. So I feel a lot better knowing that those did set up. And then I'm not worried about cleaning these because they're silicone. So once they completely dry, they'll get hard. Okay. Let's see if we can. All right. What we're gonna do now, like I could go more. Oops. See, every time I touch this baby, I do that. I get something on there. All right, what we're gonna do now is I could put one more brown on there, but I think that I'm gonna stop because I pretty much know what I can do, what my limitations are. This feels so nice. I'm going to now do a pink wash. So, let me see. Okay, so we blow dried the baby and cured it so it's not even a little bit sticky. Now, I did it for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, but I do notice that where I had put like a lot of silicone, I see some bubbles popping up, which could look like baby pimples, so I'm not that concerned. Also, I did come back and I took this dabber and I cleaned out the lines because I didn't want the silicone to clog up the lines. All right, so this baby has turned into a brown skin silicone baby almost. Look, there's comparison. All right, we're gonna do the red modeling now. And we're gonna take the watermelon. No, we're not. We're gonna take the vintage berry. Vintage berry. Actually, I need to do some eyebrows. Let me try to do that real quick. Okay, so now it is approximately 5 hours later. I took a long nap. This doll is pretty cured. It's not sticky at all. I did blow dry it a little bit. It has a nice chocolate color. I don't think this is the color that I would end up with if I do my own, but I'm not displeased with this color. Oops, okay. Not displeased with this. So I was going to stop there, but I think I'm going to give this face some more thicker eyebrows, and then we'll cure it. So we have our A. Oops, I did the wrong thing. I took the lid off. I meant to, all right, there we go. Just a little squirt, because we don't need that much. And I've been keeping my A and B turned upside down so I can get it out much better. Okay. I ordered some more of the pigments, like this espresso. This is called Sam, and I did get it. It's called, I don't know what Sam stands for, but I know the first word has to be silicone. Oops, let's get cleaned up my workspace, so now I gotta get some more sticks. And I did buy Sam when I ordered like a starter kit. It's like a 10 pigment set. I got it from McPherson. I think it was like, these are like, this one is $22. This one pigment is $22. So I think it was like $80. I blow dried until the eyebrows were set. And now we come to the final part, which is the matting. And we take our Cycle A and B. I honestly don't know what you would do if you don't have Cycle A and B, because they just say, you know, you take A and B, but they don't give you no A. So you're just doing a clear A and a clear B. But they, in this tutorial, they don't give you that. So I don't know what you're supposed to do. But I definitely would order these, which I think I got them from McPherson. But if you're gonna really be doing this, it's called Smooth On Cycle Paint, but probably wouldn't hurt to invest in Amazon. Okay. And they said make it like a cream consistency. So I'm gonna add a few drops of this. 2. So I only made a little bit. Now we need the matting powder. I bought some extra of this. Wow. Wedge that in there. So we got the powder, and we have the brush. This does go a long way. And they say pounce it in there. Then you have to let it sit for 24 hours, but I'm just gonna let it sit until the morning when I wake up, because it's about 10:30 at night. And wash it off. Let me read the instructions. Okay, the instructions say, apply the silicone with a brush and then pounce it almost off with a sponge. No pulls. It gets to be very thin, which is true. Then apply the matting powder with a blush brush. I like to sort of pounce it into the silicone, which is what she's doing. Then it says, make sure your brush is always clean and matte powder free. It can gather in tiny little balls on the tips of your brush. Clean your brush after every piece you matte. Let your piece cure overnight and then rinse off. If your piece has shiny spots, dab the spot with a little alcohol and repeat the matting process on that specific spot. Once your matting is cured, you can go back and add your dewy spot with a little more of your A and B. I don't know what a dewy spot. It says you can, once your matting is cured, you can go back and add your dewy spot. I guess that's your gloss with a little more of your A and clear B. Clean up. Wash your brushes immediately, thoroughly, whatever. Make sure the lids are tight. Store all your products in airtight stuff. That's it. All right, let's see. This is what her baby looked like. I'm going to come back in the morning and we'll see what we see. Make sure we got everything. think we do. Okay, so now it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and the next day, we covered the face, and the face is still looking pretty decent. So I feel like the face is ready to be rinsed off. So we're going to go to the sink, rinse it off. And see what we see. All right. Let me just start it on warm water. To get into all of the creases. There's no stickiness at all. I have a towel. And let's go do a comparison. Okay, so when I say do a comparison, what I basically mean is that I have another head, doll's head. So we're gonna take a look at it before the naked doll head. All right, so let's get this face, and I should say head, I mean face. Let's get this face all nice and dry. Wow, what do you think? Do you think it looks good? Would you buy a brown skinned baby that look like this? Yeah, I guess. I suppose I would. She doesn't look, or they don't look bad. Now here is the naked doll head. Oh my goodness, this is a different doll. This is a different doll head. I wonder if it's the same color. We're going to test and see. This one is so sticky compared to our doll head. Okay, so let's look at, yeah, this one is a little lighter. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. Let's put, perhaps. Yeah. So we have that doll head side by side. I may have to do this one when I get my other paints. All right, I also bought a silicone doll. So we're going to compare colors. Let's get her opened and out of her pack. So this is Silicone Sarah. I'm assuming that they are all about the same color. Ooh. So sticky. So there is our comparison. Now, let me kind of think about what I would do differently, or my thoughts on these dolls, on my painting tutorial, I should say. Let's keep Sarah's head propped up. I can't wait to do her now. My first thought is that the technique is not that different than what I've been doing with the dry. So I kind of wonder what it would be like to do Genesis heat set. Because even though the technique is about the same, the one thing that I think is really different is that it's like painting with jelly. Sorry, I had to walk away. I was making tater tots. So this is like painting with jelly. And that's kind of hard. Doesn't blend the same way. But I feel like the silicone colors, the pigments, aren't giving. So I think it's just a matter of us knowing how to mix our colors right. And I'm going to get the sand paints, the silicone art materials. That's what SAM stands for, as I didn't figure it out until later. I'm gonna get the sand paints. I'm gonna mix my colors the way I want my brown skin baby to look. I think this would look good as a Caucasian baby, but I want to go with a more ethnic looking brown skin. So I'm looking forward to it. Another thing is the silicone paint is silicone material, and therefore it can change the lines. Like, it can change the lines. So you gotta be careful of that. Those little baby pimples are really not showing anymore. So that helped. Let me get back in focus. There we go. I can still kind of feel texture. I don't know what this is. The lips, oh my gosh, that was so hard to do. I don't know that you really need to model, because I think the paint itself is going to come out blotchy. Next time I do it, I'm going to just keep putting more and more layers of brown on, because I only did like 3 layers of brown. The eyebrows turned out pretty decent. I do like how I can have low lights and highlights. So I have like shadows here. I like the way this red looks, blotchy looks. I don't like the way the nose hole looks, but when I get better colors, that'll be better. And since I'll be cutting out the lips anyway, I don't really care about that. But all in all, it took a day to do a face. Blow drying was the best. Here is the leftover silicone paint. Ooh, it's still sticky. So, but it does just kind of peel off. Like stretchy when it gets fully dry. All right, good luck.